Beatbox Bob, Beatbox Bob, Beatbox Bob, Beatbox Bob. Interview. Podcast.
What?
That's awesome. Oh my God.
I'm Beatbox Bob.
And my name is Andrew.
And this is it, Lane.
You took it. Wait, what?
This is Lane.
Lane.
Are you sure?
Are you positive that sounded a little disingenuine?
Well,
Well,
no,
that is a
this
deep
Lane.
subject. Well,
But you are Beatbox Bob.
I am Beatbox Bob.
It's very nice to meet you, Beatbox Bob.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Lane. The pleasure's all mine.
And but you know Andrew.
Of course I do.
Yes. Yeah,
And
we
Oh
go
my
back.
God.
You guys have gone quite a ways back, I guess.
A while.
Yeah, a few years, right?
Yeah, I'd say a few. You know.
Yeah. We I first met him when I was playing with a local band called The Time Framed.
Of course.
Great band.
Yeah, we had Jeremy on the show actually. A few
Shout out to
episodes
James.
back. Shout out to Jeremy. Yeah, and,
Chaos Wizard.
That he really is.
He really
He-
is.
He
though.
is a
Holy crap.
wizard.
He's a crazy wizard. I don't know how he does the things he does, but he does them.
Like I could tell you a story
He
about
gets
that
it done.
too. Like
Can you? I think
no.
everybody can who's known him for more than 10 minutes.
okay, well, you remember Brandon?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, so we all went to the Brass Mug to play a gig,
Dope.
and Brandon brought a friend of his along.
A friend?
Yeah, and
Like a girly friend? Or?
no, a guy friend.
Oh, a guy
His name
friend.
was Sully. I don't know if you ever met him.
Sully. Justin Sullivan?
Maybe.
Bass player guy?
Nope. He didn't play any instruments.
Oh, okay. Well,
he
then
just
no.
drank a lot.
Well,
So here's what happened. Like no one was really watching him or paying attention.
Mhm.
He downed a lot of whiskey
a
that
lot.
night. He stage dived into another band's gear,
Wow.
and then he fell asleep on the pavement outside.
Golly gee willikers.
And the entire time I was like, please don't throw up in my car. Please don't throw up
Did
in
he
my
throw
car.
up in your car?
Jeremy said a prayer to the Archangel Michael.
Wow.
And he did not throw
He did
up
not
in
throw
my
up in your
car.
car.
He threw up outside the car, so it doesn't
Outside
count.
the car, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
It works.
That's awesome.
Wizard.
I was playing pool with Jeremy the other day. You were there for that.
Yeah.
We were playing pool with Jeremy the other day.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you what, I feel like sometimes his magic rubs off on me. You know, you remember that one shot where I shot like the one ball almost all the way over all of the other balls and it like was like right there?
I think
Into
you're
the
just a
corner.
hustler.
No, I'm not a hustler. Are you kidding me? I'm not a hustler.
Seriously, Lane. He shot like 4 or 5 in a
Really?
row.
Yeah, in a
Oh
row.
my
Yeah,
God.
just back to back, you know. But I'm not that good though. I'm not. I'm really not. I just, dick around enough. Is that okay to say? Dick around?
No, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Holy shit. I just don't know what the fucking rules are in this crap. You know what I mean? Come on.
No, we really don't have a filter here.
Well, fantastic.
Right?
So I look up beatboxing.
You looked up
Okay,
beatboxing.
and it says there's beverages.
Beatbox
There's,
beverages?
like, specific beverages just for beatboxing.
Holy shit. I gotta fucking look into that.
Are you at least 21 years old?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I would
I'd
assume
say.
I
so.
saw some. Okay. Okay, so it is a beverage website.
Holy crap.
Beatbox beverages, pink lemonade.
What?
That's the first thing that comes up when I look up beatbox.
Find beatbox at a location near you.
That's-
You need to talk to these guys about a sponsorship.
I
Hey.
definitely should. That's
There
for
we
damn
go.
sure.
Um,
Well, of course, first I have to get enough notoriety in the beatboxing world in order to do that. And there are literally hundreds of thousands of other beatboxers who are probably a lot better than me. But because I'm in Pasco County, I'm a big fish in a small pond.
Yeah, but you're on a podcast now.
Fantastic.
This is big time.
This is big time. I am honored at the very least to be in the presence of rubbing elbows with Andrew Polo over here, the vamp.
Go follow Vamp on Facebook. I know he'd really appreciate it.
Yes.
regardless
yes,
of
that'd be
plug his
nice.
shows ever.
Yeah,
You
regardless
never,
if
you
he-
never plug your shows, Andrew.
I never plug my shows. In fact, I've got a show coming up February 1st. It's actually my birthday.
Remember
Well,
that.
happy
It's his
birthday.
birthday, and it's a show on February 1st.
Yes, and it's in downtown Port Richey, Cotee River Brewing. So come out, celebrate with me. maybe we'll do some live streams. It'll be fun.
Ooh.
I'm under the impression by the name Cotee River Brewing that there is, in fact, brewed alcoholic beverages.
Yeah, they brew them in the river.
They brew them in the river.
I really don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, regardless of that, there's at least alcoholic beverages of a brewed variety. Is that correct?
Oh, yes. Yes,
well,
sir.
that I think the fact that you're going to be playing there and that there's going to be alcohol present is absolutely worth going to regardless.
Especially the alcohol.
Well, I don't know. Maybe, I think that it's like, a parallel thing, I think.
I've got something. So, were you guys? I'm assuming it was the same night with Jeremy with playing pool and everything.
Yeah.
But you guys were out back behind the Verona, how people hang out. And Andrew, you just bought a MIDI keyboard, a new MIDI keyboard.
Yeah, so this was something that I did.
All right. We'll go ahead and let you tell a story. You were there.
We were all hanging out outside the Verona, and I set up my Mac to record from the built-in microphone.
Mm-hmm.
I held it up to Bob's
Beatbox
mouth.
Bob.
Yeah, and he just went at it. And I said, hey, give me a couple bars. I hit record, and then I spliced everything to a MIDI track, and I mapped out every single one of his beatbox hits and drops to a key on my keyboard. I was like,
Man.
I just made you into a drum kit.
Man, I'm gonna have to work with that myself. Like,
I want to actually get that done better.
Maybe we can do a dope ass little collaboration type of deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be really nifty.
That really would be.
We can get some little tighter intonations in each sound and whatnot. Give really good demonstrations, and you can just map them out.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'll be there.
So
that'd be dope.
Yeah.
What got you started on this? Because there's not that many beatboxers around. You're the only one.
Well,
right?
okay. Well, I know that of at least a few other beatboxers,
Okay.
but that's not like their only thing, and this isn't my only thing either. But this is the one that I'm most well known for because it's the one I'm most comfortable with. I started beatboxing about 9 years old. I watched this movie, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I know it's a convoluted story, okay? And how does beatboxing and Ferris Bueller's Day Off connect, right? Well, you know that water droplet sound that people make when they flick their cheek?
Yeah.
Right? So I saw Cameron sitting in, was the waiting room, right? It was a waiting room?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
with
And he's
Ferris.
just going-
Yeah, and he's just flicking his cheek. And I was like, oh, man, people can make noises other than talking. All right, well, let me let me figure out how to do that, right? And then what solidified that was, almost solidified that was I saw Michael Winslow on Police Academy. I was like,
yes.
okay, so now
Gotcha.
I can make, so I started making sound effects, right? Thinking, hey, that's cool, let me just stick around, and stuff like that, And then, one day I heard this track from one Dougie Fresh. And I was like, man, all right, cool. Let me try to do that. And, I started doing that and I felt like, it sounded awful. Like it just sounded god awful. Just some, fat idiot just sucking on his lips. You know what I mean? Just, and then one day I was just like, let me just keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. And I'm sure that there's some way to actually get better at it. And then I looked up on YouTube and stuff like that. And apparently they have this thing called Swiss Beatbox Network, which I had no idea about. And it's like this whole giant like world, collaboration of beatboxers. Yeah, it's a whole big giant like tournament and everything, and like the world's greatest. And I was like, oh man, I got to learn how to do that. And then I just kept getting into it and got more serious and more serious. And I started getting other musical influences. And now I can progressively beatbox. I understand time signatures, unique to me, I think. But prog beatbox, what's up?
Yeah.
Call me out.
Listen to the radio. Listen to the radio.
Exactly.
A few years ago, it was probably more than that. There was a TED Talk that I saw
Yeah.
with a guy named Tom Thumb.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I saw that one. That was cool.
He's really cool. He takes through his TED Talk, he does a lot of different countries and like the sounds of their culture, the music that they have.
Right.
That was really cool to see, and
yeah.
that's when I started getting really interested in it, and it's just a really cool thing.
Yeah. Well, it's awesome. Like at the end of the day, right? Like beatboxing is just replication, right? Like all you're doing is just you're an organic like replicator, right?
Yeah.
But like how they say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Well, I absolutely love like culture. I love music. I love just everything. And if there's something that I can do to like replicate that and imitate that and make it even like cooler and like put it into a more in-depth and cohesive concept musically, I feel like that's like really what I'm here for, you know? Like I really just like I feel like I'm a cultural melting pot of just, you know, different languages and spoken words put into a rhythmic sequence. And it's like, man, that's something else, you know?
That's deep.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, whatever. I just, you know, I'm interested, you know, I like that sort of stuff, so.
Yeah, I think you really found a home here too in Pasco's little music scene.
Oh man, the thing is I got lucky, right? Because I was pushing myself out like every single day because I was just absolutely just horrifically depressed and bored every single second of my life. And then I just decided, you know, I need to put myself out there and talk to people. My brother was already into the scene a little bit, Ty Hamby, shout out to XO1 Entertainment. He already knew everybody and whatnot. And, then I just kind of introduced myself and everybody fell in love because I'm kind of a charmer. But, and then, I just started moving forward from there. And I guess, gained notoriety, continued to be exactly the same person as I am while changing my outward appearance dramatically on a regular basis.
When I met you, holy shit!
Total difference, right?
Yeah, seriously. Okay, when I first when I saw you like about a month ago, I want to say in Denny's when you were waiting on us, like my dad's like, "Who is that?" I'm like, "That's Bob." It's like, "No, that's not."
No, that's not.
And I was like, "How much you want to bet?"
Yeah, yeah, that was funny.
They're big difference, man.
Well,
really.
I mean, even 2 years ago, I was like 450 pounds. Like. I was 450 pounds. I was depressed and I was desperate. I like oily and tired and like I couldn't sleep and I had insomnia and I felt like crap, all the time. And like I guess I just decided that I needed to take care of me first and best, and I love myself. And here's how this works: is that I fill up my cup so that I can fill everybody else's with the excess. That's the idea. It's like, spreading out and propagating the love. You know what I mean? Make everybody feel happy.
That ain't no easy feat, though.
Well,
Congratulations on that.
I mean, it's not an easy feat, but it was like at the same time, like a natural progression of things, I think. It's just a logical way to be. Like it just makes the most amount of sense to me to just live life with the least amount of resistance possible. And the least amount of resistance means, being just chill and loving everybody. Hey, I'm fucking feeling great. What's up? I want you to feel great too.
Yeah.
It's hard to be happy and stupid and silly in a room full of stiffs.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I brought up. I kind of want to do this.
Basic beatbox techniques.
I looked up a wiki how to beatbox.
We're not doing this, are we?
No, we're gonna wait. No. Listen. Okay, so you know how you can edit Wikipedia pages.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I want to go through these different parts. I want to see if what you would edit or if what you would keep in, what you would edit. All right.
That's
First off, understand that there are many sounds to master.
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
Of course, that's useless information at the very, very beginning. I mean, first off, you will very, very much feel like an idiot when you start making these noises ineffectively.
Yeah, because I feel like if you are doing the beatboxing, you probably think it sounds dumb to you.
Right, but like everybody else will appreciate it after a while, or at least they'll appreciate the grinding and persistence.
Yeah, so, okay, all right. Number 2, practice the classic kick drum. Okay. Okay, yeah. So would you keep how's the order so far?
All right, so understand that there are many sounds. Oh, hold on a second. Now, let's see here. Practice combining the sounds into an 8-beat rhythm. Okay, so like the classic kick drum, which is a B, B, the hi-hat, T, and the classic snare drum, P or Pf, right? So it's right? So
okay.
I just incorporated a different noise in there. That's more advanced to keep it rolling. That's inhaling and stuff like that. But all just to start. Yeah.
Okay. So all right. I like that. All right. So and then we move on to the hi hat. I think this is just going off.
Yeah. Try to duplicate the hi hat.
And then try successive or advanced hi hats.
All right, so like successive hi-hats?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right, yeah. All right.
You can make that like a trap beat right there.
Yeah, exactly. And then we move on to the snare, which you just did an example of. Practice until you are ready for intermediate techniques.
Intermediate techniques. All right. Well, I mean, I feel like that's just a little bit more cut and dry, and there's a lot more in between there. You know, there's a lot more stuff there.
Yeah,
you know,
a lot more in between.
You know, you ever wonder who draws these though?
Right? Oh yeah, those are cool illustrations for sure. You know, but like there's a lot more involved there. You know, I mean, like it's not just a matter of making the noises and then like learning. You also got to understand rhythm. You got to understand like actual musical. You know, like how music works at least to a degree. You know, at least have a mild understanding. I mean, you don't have to, but if you want to take it seriously, and instead of just like making, parroting other people making those noises, you know what I mean? Like, if you actually want to get in depth with it, it helps to have an understanding of rhythm and like what makes things work, right? So like that's what I like. When I wanted to take it seriously, I started learning time signature stuff. Yeah, because that way I understood how each individual beat breaks down and like how to incorporate everything and to make it all cohesive, because like anybody can just do a 4/4 no bra jump rope, no bra jump rope. Anybody can imitate that because that's our most common music. But then like let's go and try and imitate a 6/8 beat for a second. Like it's really hard for a lot of people to get that there's a swing there, you know what I mean? And like, and it also helps to have an understanding of that, because then you understand like where each individual, beat falls in, where the subdivisions are, what you can do with each thing, and like each individual, like how things work. Like if you want to put a whole note, if you want to put a, 2 half notes, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. And then, once you learn the breakdown and you become very aware of all that stuff, it becomes automatic after a while, and then it becomes second nature, and then you can start really conceptualizing your own beatbox music.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know how much I appreciate that as a musician too. I've met my fair share of rappers that have no idea about time signatures, about music theory,
right? And
most of them do that same triplet flow over everything. Like, I used to have a next door neighbor, and he would come over and record with me all the time, and I'm like, okay, this is great, but you kind of did the same rhythm over this whole thing. He's like, no, I got flow. I'm like, no, I mean rhythm.
No, you have rhythm. You don't. There's a difference between flow and rhythm. Yeah. But that's cool though. I mean, that thing that's pretty useful. I mean, honestly, if you're already have a general concept or idea of how it works, this page is kind of useful, because they at least have a similar order of things as to how to incorporate other noises and stuff like that. And I mean, actually, there's some advanced stuff on there that I don't even do yet.
You do trumpet sounds?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Singing and beatboxing at the same time.
I don't know if I can do that yet. I don't know. I mean,
you kind of did that in the intro. That we did.
Beatbox Bob, Beatbox Bob. That sort of thing. But
I could probably sing over it if you beatbox it. Yeah, I don't know what I'd sing though.
Well, I mean, and I'm also not used to like working. Like I've always been like an acoustic beatboxer, so to speak. I've never like really worked with anything like electronic at all, because I'm a poor kid. Okay, don't let the outfit fool you. All right. But so I haven't had all of that equipment. So there's a lot of things that my beatboxing has suffered from not having equipment. But as soon as I get the equipment, I already can kind of get the general idea of how to do those things.
Okay,
so,
gotcha.
That's oh my god.
What did I tell you?
Yeah. That's
fuck.
Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff in this.
Yeah, I mean, I like the fact that they actually give you a clear diagram and like how to actually intonate it,
Oh, yeah.
Like, B, T, 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 K, T, 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 K, T, T, K, T, 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 right? So You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Subdivisions.
I know
it's
exactly
fun.
what I mean. I like how the first song they tell you to try out is Snoop Dogg's Drop It Like It's Hot.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm even effective at that. I haven't tried that one yet. Yeah.
Create your own patterns, of course.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, whatever.
All right.
Yeah, and then they also have like different sounds and stuff. I think it's Swiss. If you go to Swiss Beatbox and how to make sounds, or even just type in how to make beatbox noises into Google.
Okay.
You'll be able to find and look for the Swiss Beatbox instructional thing, and you might be able to actually find a diagram of all of the little notes and stuff, and like it has an instructional video on how to do stuff like that. So like the crab scratch, I don't know if I have to find that sweet spot, but once I get it, you'll know. Yeah, right on the money the first time. That felt good. That was cool.
That's awesome.
I learned that from the Swiss beatbox thing. Isn't that dope?
So we were talking about this before we started recording, but how would you use your beatboxing skill to pick up girls?
Oh well, I would of course walk up to a fine specimen woman individual, because I have absolutely nothing but respect for every single human, not just women, of course, anybody, because I'm an equal opportunity offender. Let's just get that out of the way. But I would walk up and I'd start making noises with my mouth. Now imagine what else my mouth can do. I'm the bomb. You know what I mean?
Oh man. Do you
Very
ever get
cool.
people like see you perform or anything, and then they come up to you and say like, "Oh, let me hear this. Hear me try this."
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah?
Often. Yeah, I have nothing but encouraging words for everybody. Like I absolutely recommend, like if you're into it, man, and you just. Even if you're just not into it, but you still want to connect, because those words, man, I absolutely encourage to just connect to everybody. Like any opportunity you have, I'm super receptive to people and like experiences, and like if I'm beatboxing, even if you think it's lame and you're just whatever, but you still want to do it, and it's because you're seeking validation, and I want to be the one to give you that validation to make you feel good. I mean, obviously I'm a performer, so like I literally like thrive on validation. Hello, like that's my human currency here. You know what I mean? So I absolutely respect that fact, and I want everybody else to understand that too. And hey, I know how to make this cool ass noise. Let me fucking share that with you. Or hey, I want to be a beatboxer. What do you think? That sort of thing. And if they ask me for an honest critique, I'll give them an honest critique. But if they're just looking for the that validating pat on the head, of course that's my default, because I've worked in sales, and also because I don't like people feeling rejected. Nobody likes to feel rejected.
No.
So,
Yeah.
It's just how that works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, yeah.
Inspire.
Well,
Inspire.
it's even if it's not inspiring to anybody else, it does me fucking wonders, just to encourage other people.
Yeah.
Like when I have people, telling me, hey man, that's cool. I look up to you. Fuck yeah, dude, that's fucking awesome. I'm gonna keep doing it harder now. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
That's just how that goes. Like anytime I get encouragement.
So where can people get inspired and hear you anytime soon?
Anytime soon. So I have kind of a show that I'm going to do my best to go to. It's at the Verona on Sunday. The Verona in Port Richey. I'm sure you guys know where that is at this point. Great place.
Shout out to Evanursity.
Exactly. KMA booking is going to be KMA Promotions is going to be booking me on for Sunday. I don't know exactly what time I'm going to be there, because I got work or whatever, but I'm definitely going to be making an appearance, and it would be really nice to see you guys out there and hang out and maybe have a few beers, whatever. Kick it. What's up?
Yeah.
Also, you can find me on Facebook. You can find my actual personal Facebook page, or you can find my professional, musical Facebook page. Beatbox Bob, all one word for my music one. And then for my personal one, all you have to do is type in PBA, and I'll be the first one on in the search bar. But it's pronounced.
I look up beatbox, and you're the first person to come up.
Yeah, I'm the first one right there.
Yeah. I forgot how to spell PBA to figure that out. Like when I was trying to send you a message, I'm like,
yeah, just type in PBA. It's Bobbert. It's PBAUGHBBERT.
I'm adding him right.
Yeah.
Add friend request.
it was easier to find just Cole.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but there's like hundreds of thousands of Coles, though. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So, and I haven't reached my friend limit yet. So there's a few spots left. So feel free to go ahead and fill up my space. Whatever you need to do, I'm here.
That's great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Go at Beatbox Bob.
Beatbox Bob.
Yeah, go find him on Facebook, like his page. Go see him perform at the Verona. You'll be there on Sunday.
Sunday.
Hopefully recurring.
Oh, yes, very much so. Absolutely. I mean, the Verona, man, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like right down the street from there. That's a great place for me, dude. And I love it.
Yeah, we all do.
Absolutely. So, the Verona, I will be a regular occurrence. Come get at me.
Come get at him.
Come get at it.
All right, guys. Hey, thank you for tuning in to the Musician's Couch, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. If
Thank
you
you. What
guys
an
liked
honor.
what you heard, feel free to donate to our PayPal account. That's musicianscouch@gmail.com. Be
Please.
greatly appreciated.
All of those donations are what makes this show happen. All right, guys? In order to bring exposure to us musicians here, okay? So please feel free.
It also helps with furniture cleaner. So I mean,
Definitely furniture cleaner for sure. I'm wearing a nice suit and everything. No, I'm just kidding.
You want to sign us off? You want to say our names? Musician's Couch? Kind of just do like
Yeah.
an outro?
Yeah, hell yeah. So, musician, musical coach, musician, link, fam, beatbox Bob, musical couch podcast.
yeah.
All right. That was awesome. Oh my God.
Cheers.
All right. Thanks, guys. Till next time.
And we'll signing out.